Are you recording? All right, so we're ready for some filler episodes where nothing weird
nothing exciting is happening.
Nothing exciting is gonna happen, right?
Nope.
Not
so we're only gonna watch Not What He Seems, the big event.
And a Tale of Two Stands.
Tale of Two. There's not even one stand in that thumbnail. All right,
it's fine. Everything's gonna be fine, guys. I'm sure I'm not gonna have any weird faces.
Nope, no. Let's go.
Cailin.
Oh yeah.
What is happening?
Derek, great question. So welcome back to another episode of First Reaction Fan Reaction. I am your host, Cailin Clothier, and with me is my co-host.
What is happening?
That's Dara Whitman, you hear, who is going through some kind of crises. Dara's going through some kind of crises because we are talking about Gravity Falls, and we have just touched upon Season 2, Episode 11, Not What He Seems, and Season 2, Episode 12, A Tale of Two Stands.
Spoiler! I was wrong.
If you are familiar with these episodes, you will know that a lot of stuff just went down.
I wasn't surprised that I was wrong. I assumed I probably was.
Right.
I still have questions.
Uh-huh.
What is happening?
A lot.
Also, I was surprised this was revealed in I guess I thought this was going to be revealed around episode 18, and then the last few episodes were going to be whatever the kerfuffle was.
Right. Yeah, so let's break this down. We're going to break down Not What He Seems first. It's only appropriate because we get a hell of a reveal there. All right, let's get started. There's a lot to unpack here.
Well,
come on. Should be just enough to finish the job. Whew. Can't be too careful with this stuff.
It's fine.
Extreme usage could result in minor gravity anomalies. Can it, Poindexter? I've come this far. I'm not giving up now.
Gravity anomalies and Gravity Falls.
Yes, this is it.
Gompers.
McGucket, wake up.
Just 18 more hours. Finally, everything changes. Today.
Yeah. And we have the shortened theme song again.
Well, to be fair, apparently a lot's gonna happen.
So this episode opens up with Stan. He is working on the machine that's in the Mystery Shack basement. Mm-hmm. So he is working with some toxic chemicals. You know, he says that, it's really dangerous, but he doesn't care how dangerous it is. Because he's got stuff to do, and he has some kind of timer that he's working on that he has to sync up. So the thing about this, whatever machine he's working on, the closer it gets to zero, there are these kind of gravity anomalies. So gravity just kind of stops working for a while.
So you go up because the gravity's gone, and then you fall.
And then the gravity falls.
I don't think that's good, but whatever.
Probably not a good thing.
Bro, we're both thinking it.
Crazy rooftop fireworks party!
Woo!
Bring it!
Not so fast, kids! There is no way on Earth you're setting off those dangerous illegal fireworks. Without me.
Just spend some time with him before something bad happens.
Set something on fire for your Grunkle Stan.
I am the god of destruction!
Aww.
Hold on a minute. Do you have a permit for those?
Do you have a permit for being totally lame?
Oh.
To Grunkle Stan, not just a great uncle.
The greatest uncle.
I am concerned.
I tell you, it's unnatural
Why? They're all
for
happy,
siblings to
having
get
a good
along as
time.
well as you do. Yeah, plenty of summer left. Kids, there's something I should tell you. It's, it's complicated. I'm gonna go refresh my soda. Enjoy it while you can, Stan. I'll find out sooner or later. Today's the day.
But the next day we wake up to Mabel and Dipper who uncover some a closet full of fireworks. So Stan says they can't set them off without him. So they have like a fun day where they're just like setting off fireworks. They're cleaning up the mess with water balloons. They have like popsicles, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a nice fun day at the end.
And this is kind of like a moment where they're just having a good time. They're being a family, and they're just fun.
The end.
And the end until the SWAT team comes in.
What the? Oh no!
Stan got assassinated.
Target secure. Take the house.
Oh no!
Secure. Roof team, go!
SWAT.
Oh no!
Clear.
Somebody get Waddles.
Clear. Pig secure. We have secured a pig.
Oh no, not the pig!
Waddles didn't.
Not the pig!
Hands off. What you resting?
Oh.
They're back.
Oh.
The government guys? I thought you got eaten by zombies.
We survived. Barely. I used Trigger as a human shield. He cried like a baby. What? Hey! Not in front of the special ops guys.
They're adorable.
This is security.
You've got the wrong guy. Our Grunkle Stan might shoplift the occasional tangerine, but he's not some little supervillain.
But nothing as dangerous as what your uncle is hiding. Somewhere hidden in this shack is a doomsday device.
Izzy Pop, clear.
Hey!
Rude.
Lick it. Jerk.
Why do they have to go to the police?
Kids, you gotta believe me. For once, I'm actually innocent. Kids!
For once.
I'm concerned. When do you do something?
Do.
Ground team, move!
Break down the door!
Or maybe.
Yeah, I'm with her.
Government comes in, and arrests Stan. We got a whole like SWAT sequence here where we have people like flying through the windows. They secure the pig. We have secured a pig.
What did Waddles do?
Waddles committed war crimes. So I'm not quite sure what Waddles has done, but if Stan isn't what he seems, maybe Waddles isn't either. But we see the reappearance of Agent Powers and Agent Trigger, who are those two government agents who kind of showed up in the first episode of this season, and they are working for the government, and they know that something's strange in Gravity Falls that they are looking for. So they arrest Stan on the grounds that he has stolen toxic chemicals the previous night, and they think it's him, so they want to interrogate him. And then they want to take Dipper Mabel away, and they want to take him to child services.
Why?
Which is boring. Because, well, I mean, if they've been staying with a criminal, they probably should go somewhere.
But they have send them to the parents.
Yeah, it's probably like a temporary thing until they
Can get a hold of their parents.
I would think.
What are you gonna do to us?
We'll be taking you to child services.
Boo!
In the meantime, enjoy some mindless reality TV.
If we could get the Mystery Shack surveillance tapes, we could prove he's innocent.
We just need to think of a way out of
Oh,
here.
he's not innocent, is he?
Think, Mabel. Think.
Manly Dan,
Early Dan saved the day.
the big several times fan.
How dare you?
Manly Dan is about ready to commit murder over several times.
Bye-bye.
Requesting backup!
Come on, Dipper. We're gonna go clear
Get
our
'em.
uncle's name.
Get
Oh,
him.
you poor kids. Do you really think your uncle's innocent?
Wait, what?
I've seen it all before. Your uncle scammed the whole world. You gonna let him scam you too?
I don't get why we want to...
You don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You're gonna regret this!
Why would he build an apocalypse device, though? Like, why would he want... I don't...
For funsies.
But Santa's the type of guy who wants the world to end.
It's true, there's too much money to make.
Exactly.
They find a way to escape the agent by insulting Manly Dan's love of several times to the point where he runs them off the road. So Manly Dan is willing to kill children over his love of boy bands.
He
just
does
saying.
He has anger issues.
He does have anger issues. Now I understand what Wendy was saying the other episode when she was like, I know I act chill, but I'm super stressed most of the time. Have you met my family?
Yeah, again,
Which is fair.
Her dad's crazy. Her mom's a bear.
Yeah. And she has 3 younger crazy brothers.
They're also bears.
Yeah, temporarily.
Stanford Pines, you stand accused of theft of government waste, conspiracy, and possession of illegal weapons. How do you plead to these charges?
Guiltison. I mean, guilty. Can I have my phone call?
Heard you got arrested or something? I had to go get some panic food.
Listen, I need something from you. You know that vending machine in the gift shop? I need you to guard it with your life. No matter what happens.
The police are already there.
Don't let them touch that machine.
Time for a repair guy to become a repairman.
Sir, your junior Yum Yum Baby Time Kiddo meal?
Just put one in my mouth. Let's do this.
Go, Zeus! They try to interrogate Stan, but Stan insists on his one phone call. So Stan uses his phone call to connect with Zeus through a walkie-talkie in his car, and he tells Zeus to guard the vending machine with his life. And Zeus, he'd heard Stan had been arrested, so he was going out to have some panic food, which is like, mood.
Fair. Panic food sounds good.
So, Dipple, Mabel...
Dipple.
Dipper, and Mabel return to the Mystery Shack because their goal is to, they want to find proof that Stan is innocent, because they want to believe that he's innocent and he didn't steal the things that he was told.
I honestly thought he didn't. Like, he didn't do it.
Yeah. Well,
I thought he was like in the basement the whole time.
Right. And so it'd be hard to find an alibi that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, and Stan is adamant. He's like, out of all the things I've done, this is one time I didn't do something illegal. So he's trying to convince the kids.
Spoiler alert.
But as they're going, running away from the agent, he says, you don't know anything about your uncle. He's been lying. He has, fake identities. He's not what he seems.
And Dipper's like, he has lied.
Yeah, right. They're not. Sure, Stan lies, but to the degree that they're being told is a lot for Dipper to handle.
Your tablecloth comes from the Food Network?
Does it? So, but they are able to sneak back into the Mystery Shack using grappling hook. Grappling hook.
That's not used as much as it should be.
But it's used at key moments.
That is true.
So it's used. It's there when we need it. Mm-hmm. And that's what matters.
So it's only gonna happen in Gravity Falls, so it can't be the apocalypse. Wait. Oh, is he gonna destroy everything in Gravity Falls because of all the weird stuff that's happening? But then why wouldn't he leave town with Mabel and Dipper?
Right.
And get Wendy and her family and Zeus out?
You're forgetting the simpler solution.
All right.
So is it a rock or is it a face?
I think it's a metaphor.
Grappling hook!
Nice.
Also, they forgot Waddles again.
Waddles is under arrest.
For what?
Being too adorable.
It's fair.
It's this week. This is it. Go. Someone yelled "Wormy Dance." We had to. Fast
It's true.
forward.
And the date shows it was last night. It's proof. He's innocent.
Well, what time was the stuff stolen? Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Maybe he's just going to the bathroom outdoors, the way nature intended.
For hours? Oh no.
Oh no, Stan, you didn't.
God, hot Belgian waffles! Wait, I'm alone. I can swear for real. Son of a...
That's him, all right.
I love that part.
Okay, so maybe Uncle Stan stole some toxic waste. That doesn't mean he's leading a nefarious double life.
Mabel, I'm not so sure about that.
So they are able to sneak into Stan's office where they want to find the security footage that they can prove Stan's innocence with. Mm-hmm. So Stan has a lot of things in his office, but they do find the tape and they put it in. And they run through, and at first it looks like, yeah, he was in the shack the whole time, but then he leaves and they fast forward.
Yeah.
And then Stan comes back with the toxic chemicals. Well, first it's somebody in a hazmat suit. And they're like, well, it could be anyone. And then he stubs his foot.
And then he's says something. And then he's like, wait, I can swear.
He says hot Belgian waffles. Oh. And then, wait, I can swear for real.
Son of a...
I love that. I lost it when I first heard that because I think it's so good. Because when you're watching a kids show, like people obviously don't swear, but the idea that all the characters around are just not swearing because there's kids around is so good.
Well, the Belgian Waffle thing kind of feels like what they swear in The Good Place.
Yeah.
But I never actually watched The Good Place, but like
Good Place is very good.
I gotta watch. I think
you should watch it.
Isn't it almost done?
So the first 3 seasons are on Netflix. The 4th season is about to start.
Yeah, so I might just wait till. I know my mom was watching. My mom watches a little bit, so like I've seen it. But I love Kristen Bell, so I will probably watch it.
Oh yeah, I think you would enjoy it then. It's a good show. So this is a lot. Maple. She's not taking this kind of news well that Stan has been like lying.
Oh no!
What is all this? Stetson Pinefield?
Hal Forrester?
And Pine. What?
What? Stan Pine's dead?
Foul play suspected in Pine's death. Fiery car crash. Brakes cut. By who?
Unnamed grifter at large?
What?
Why would they call him unnamed? Unless Stan...
Isn't...
Stan?
What?
They also uncover a box full of has fake IDs, fake passports. There's a newspaper clipping that says Stan Pines is dead. That he was, foul play was suspected in a car accident. So, they're seeing all this thing, and then there's another news article that seems like there's an unnamed grifter at large. And so they're starting to think that maybe Stan isn't Stan at all.
Was that paper not from Gravity Falls? Someone that said like grifter?
I don't think it was from Gravity Falls.
Okay, because I was wondering like if it says grifter when they know like that. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Okay.
But
so then we're all thinking Stan I was thinking either Stan faked his death. And I saw that, and I'm like, did Stan kill somebody? But then I'm like, wait, when Dipper and Mabel's parents recognize that was not their uncle. So clearly they know the guy.
Right.
Because obviously, like, I guess, what was it, like, their like, his one of his siblings, like, was still in connection with him throughout his life, I guess, and then...
Yeah, well, Stan, we kind of find out later, he kind of, went off the grid for a long time. So now when he reappeared, I guess people didn't really think much of it. Okay. His family. So we'll both, we'll get there. We'll get there. Yeah, I don't want to say anything. We'll get there. It's not what he seems.
What? But wouldn't the parents know?
Hines is dead? Then who have we been living with? It doesn't make any sense.
There has to be some explanation.
I just assumed he faked his death and then plastic surgery.
Justin Kerprank is gonna jump up from behind one of these plants.
Mabel, this is real.
Now.
Oh, honey.
Honey,
it's any minute. Justin.
No, honey bear, it's
Can't
real.
believe it. This whole summer I've been looking for answers, and the biggest mystery was right under our nose.
Oh, there's gotta be
or
some
under your
kind
feet.
Of explanation in here.
B, C3. I've never seen a code like this.
Wait, I have. Dipper, it's the vending machine.
They're rippling around, and they are, you can tell this is taking its toll on them because, the idea that Stan may not be Stan is a lot to deal with.
Yeah.
But so they also find a paper, and it has kind of a code on it, and Dipper tries to decipher it before Mabel realizes she's seen that type of code before, and it is the vending machine.
So,
yes.
Who's the vending machine?
Mm-hmm. And then meanwhile, Stan he's being interrogated, and he's about to be moved to a helicopter that's going to take him to Washington. But as that's happening, a gravity anomaly occurs.
How did 5 hours go by?
All right, Pines. Playtime is over. Sorry, but you've got a flight to catch.
Oh yeah? So do you.
Huh?
Stan's a badass.
Hey!
But something's up, isn't it?
Man, get him!
He had to steal a wallet?
Absolutely.
You won't get away!
It's still Stan.
Bye-bye!
Go get you.
Oh, thank God, there's still some idiots.
Obviously, follow that cam!
Obviously.
Obviously.
Stanford escaped.
He's at large! We need to sweep the town! Move! Move! Move!
Well, that's convenient and probably shouldn't have happened.
Alright, Zeus, remember the plan. Protect the machine, earn Stan's trust, legally get adopted by Stan, change name to Stan Jr.
Zeus!
He just loves Stan.
What are you doing here?
And he's able to escape by being a badass.
Yeah.
Like he's a badass, and he gets out and he is able to mislead them and have them thinking that he went some other direction. And then he's able to start going back to the shack. So because they think Stan is going a whole other direction, a lot of the agents that are around the mystery shack are pull out and they go somewhere else, which leaves the twins open to go to the vending machine. But Zeus gets in there, and his instructions are to guard it with his life.
And then hopefully Stan will adopt him.
And then he wants to be adopted by Stan and become Stan Jr. And it's just like, Zeus.
The only pure heart left.
He's so...
Maybe not pure because of considering everything he saw.
Yeah, but it's okay.
It's okay.
But Dipper and Mabel now suddenly, not really trusting of Stan, or they want to know what's in there, trying to fight Zeus to get through it.
Yeah.
Guys, I know this seems crazy, but I promised Stan I would guard this with my life.
I'm sorry, Zeus.
Attack glitter! It's pretty, but it hurts! Seriously, it hurts me way more than it hurts you.
Oh no! Maybe. Oh yay, no? I don't know what's going on. I'm very concerned.
Right?
It's like something from a video game.
This is like, screw it.
What a nightmare.
6-finger handprint.
I gotta be there when it happens.
What is happening?
So they're able to open the vending machine. Door opens. They go down to the basement. I noticed that on the way down to the basement, you can see a handprint that has 6 fingers on it. So they go down and they kind of see what the basement is. There's a lot of stuff in there, a lot of machinery, a lot of this.
It's just like that bunker in the woods.
But what is it doing underneath the mystery shack?
Okay. It's still Stan, and he loves us. And we love him, right?
Can't be. It's impossible. The other 2 journals? All this time, Stan had them?
She was meant to create knowledge,
I was
but
wrong
it's
the
too
whole
powerful.
time. The machine was meant to create knowledge, but it is too powerful. I was deceived, and now it is too late. The device, if fully operational, could tear our universe apart! It must not fall into the wrong hands. If the clock ever reaches 0, our universe is doomed.
I'm so confused.
It's the final countdown, just like they always sung about.
The agents were right!
And Dipper notices that the other 2 journals are down there.
Yeah.
And that's like kind of a big trigger for him because, he's like, why does Stan have the journals? Zeus is like, well, maybe he wrote them. And then, but Dipper thinks something, far more nefarious happened.
So wait, question.
Yeah.
So if combining the pictures in the journal doesn't trigger anything. It's just it has the code in it to trigger the thing.
Right. It's like a map kind of.
Also,
it's like it lays out the map of how to.
Is that part of the map in your journal?
I think so. Yeah.
I'm about to say you don't have it down there, do you?
I don't have it down here. No, it's up in my room. But yes. So and there is and if you use the black light, so Dipper does open the thing so he can see the portal that's in front of him. Mm-hmm. He's able to see it, and he takes the black light, and there's a message in there that says, this was supposed to be used for knowledge, but now I realize it's too powerful. If this gets in the wrong hands, it could destroy the entire universe, basically. So they decide that, okay, this is serious, they can't let this go on because now the machine is up and running.
And now they probably think Stan's a bad guy trying to destroy the world, right?
Right. Now they don't know what he's doing it for, but they know that something bad is about to happen and they need to stop it because the countdown clock only has a couple minutes left.
This doesn't feel right though.
There's still something, right?
There's still something. There is something.
There! Quick! That's it! The shutdown switch!
Hit the button!
This all stopped!
cops! Now! Don't touch that button! Dipper, just back away! Please don't press that shutdown button. You gotta trust me.
And I should trust you why? After you stole radioactive waste? After you lied to us all summer?
If you just let me explain. Oh no, brace yourselves!
Choppers, no! So they have to, use that time they have to, turn this thing off.
Mm-hmm.
So they are going and they're turning it off. And right before there's an override button that Dipper's about to hit, right before he does, Stan comes in and says, you cannot press that button. You can't do that at all costs. And he begs them to believe him that he's telling the truth with this. But the thing is that there's so much information going around that they don't know what to believe.
That's accurate.
Yeah.
I'm with it. Yeah.
So what Dipper is like angry here. Dipper is not as trusting as Stan. Dipper is somebody who wants to, who follows kind of the information he has. He doesn't follow the gut feelings as much. So his, what he knows is that the journal says, turn this thing off. So he's going to turn this thing off and Stan cannot be trusted. But before he can, there's another gravity anomaly and they all kind of fly up.
Yeah. You know what's funny? I thought that he was in order to trust him, Stan was gonna call Dipper by his first name.
Oh yeah.
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 Is that revealed from the show?
Not on the show, no.
Okay.
But which is interesting. Because everybody was scouring the last couple episodes being is the name somewhere here? But it gets revealed in a different outside of the show.
Oh, so you're not gonna tell me till later?
Nope.
Okay. What is happening?
So much.
Dipper!
Mabel, hurry! Shut it down!
Mabel, wait! Stop! Zeus, what are you doing? I gave you an order!
Sorry, Mr. Pines, if that is your real name, but I have a new mission now. Protecting these kids!
Let me go!
Go!
Come on.
Mabel, press the red button! Shut it down!
No, you can't! You gotta trust me!
Grunkle
Why?
Stan,
Just tell
I
them.
want to know if you're my Grunkle. I want to believe you, but...
Then listen to me. Remember this morning when I said I wanted to tell you guys something?
T-minus 20 seconds.
I wanted to say that you're gonna hear some bad things about me, and some of them are true. But trust me, everything I've worked for, everything I care about, it's all for this family.
Mabel, what if he's lying? This thing could destroy the universe! Listen to your head!
Look into my eyes, Mabel. You really think I'm a bad guy?
He's lying! Shut it down now!
Mabel, please!
10, 9,
I'm so concerned.
Grunkle Stan,
6, 5,
I trust you.
Mabel, are you crazy? We're all gonna...
1.
They so as everybody's kind of floating around, they're trying to some of them are trying to turn off the thing and they're fighting Stan. Zeus kind of, even though he wants nothing more than Stan to adopt him, prevents Stan from stopping the machine from being turned off because his new mission is to protect these kids. Because Zeus is a good heart, and at the end of the day, he knows that he believes the children are our future. Let them lead the way. But he does care.
Before the
immensely
final
about his kids.
countdown?
Oh yeah, they have the countdown clock, and he's like, "It's the final countdown. It's what those songs were always telling me about."
Anyway. Keep going.
Keep going. But Mabel is able to get to the stand with the button on it, and she goes to press it, and Stan makes a plea that I need you to believe me. When I was trying to tell you something earlier, it was that you might not be hearing great things about me, but I do everything for a reason, yada yada. And Mabel has only a couple seconds to make the decision of whether she wants to turn off this thing.
Because Mabel's been having a rough day.
Mabel's been having a rough day. Mabel wants to see the best. The great character trait about Mabel is that she wants to see the best in everybody. She wants to believe that
But she wants
everyone
everybody
has
to
good
be happy,
intentions.
even though she shouldn't meddle in people's unhappiness.
Right. And she just her best trait is that she wants people to be happy and she wants to believe everybody. Where that, you know, goes wrong sometimes.
See,
she
that's
uses
why,
that to
like,
meddle.
if we had the duo of Dipper and Mabel, I think I'm more of the Mabel.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm more Dipper, definitely.
Same.
No, definitely. But so Mabel has to make that decision. Dipper, you know, but she says, "Uncle Stan, I trust you," and then just lets go and just is able, just kind of floats away, which is just such a great shot. This whole episode is filled with just like some really, it's very carefully done.
Yeah.
A lot of really well constructed shots and just a lot of heart and a lot of talent put into this episode.
Yeah.
But we can touch upon that in a second. And Dipper calls her crazy for doing that. And then the countdown completes and there's a giant flash of light.
So they're dead.
Well, that was fun.
So they're dead?
No, they're not yet.
You sure?
Not yet.
Are you sure?
I don't know.
Oh.
6 fingers.
What? Who is that?
The author of the journals.
What?
Brother.
Is this the part where one of us faints?
Wait,
I'm
so
so
it's
honored to.
I didn't hear that, but it was his dad?
Brother.
Brother. What? What the hell is that? Okay. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody gets blown back. And
then they
gravity
die.
returns. Yeah, everybody dies. That was fun. I wonder what we're going to do with these next few episodes now. Ooh, awkward. No, but gravity has returned to normal and everything is as a mess. But the portal is still on. And from out of the portal, we see a mysterious figure come out. He sees the journal, and he puts his hand on it, and we see that this person has 6 fingers.
Oh.
And then, and they ask, who is this person? And Stan reveals that this is the author of the journal, and it is his brother.
Da-na-na-na.
And we see that he opens the face, and it looks a lot like Stan.
Because twins run in the family.
Yep. And then in the end credits, we see
That's the, I guess it's like with them swinging.
it's them on the swing side.
It's a very chill credit scene compared to the episode.
Yeah. So that was not what he seems. Dara, let's talk about it.
Questions.
Yes.
I'm not going to ask all of them.
Yeah.
Because we have the next episode, and I feel like those questions will fit better into those.
Okay.
So the only question I have for this is, besides, what?
Yeah.
Is, okay, so if the brother built the thing in the basement, who built the other bunker?
Probably same person.
So the other, are we going to reveal his other name?
Yeah. So, we're going to talk about this one. So we're going to refer to Stan as Stan and his brother is Ford.
Okay.
So we're going to, Ford is Ford.
So Ford built the other bunker then as like an apocalypse bunker?
Yeah.
Why did he build an apocalypse bunker then? Because it was concerned about his machine?
We kind of see as... Well,
He gets kind of, like, later on.
he gets super paranoid. I think that was in his paranoid phase.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what do you think of this reveal, Dara? What do you, like...
Well, I was wrong.
But, you don't realize how close... You are close, though. I don't think you realize how
How
close you
was
are.
I close?
Because I think you're focusing on that you thought Bill Cipher was involved, but you have this idea though that somebody who knew Stan, worked with Stan, and that whatever Stan was doing was to be able to get somebody back. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was just thinking. Okay, so then maybe I can ask this question: how is Bill Cipher involved?
Well, probably.
Did that come up later?
Yeah.
Okay, because that was also confusing. I'm like, so that Bill Cipher's not involved. So then who is he?
Right. Yeah.
So I'm assuming now he's just like a deity god type thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
It's more of that. But yeah, so like you were so you don't realize how close you were getting.
I just like wasn't thinking of siblings.
Yeah, you had like one. If you had one kind of little piece of the puzzle, I think you could put the rest of the thing together. So that was really exciting. So you had like this kind of idea of Stan is trying to do this thing that he thinks is good, but it's questionable. I mean, he's opening this portal that he shouldn't really be opening, but he is trying to get somebody back. He's trying to get a loved one back. So, I think you had some good ideas. It was just that one, the sibling piece.
I thought like it was kind of like to bring somebody back, but then I'm also like, is it going to cause something that he, like, to the world that he thinks is good?
Right.
But then it puts Dipper and Mabel in danger, and then he's kind of like, okay, no.
Yeah. Yeah. So, so let's see.
What was your reaction when you felt like, was that a theory you had when you were?
This was a very popular theory in the fandom.
Okay.
So I was kind of in the fandom when this came out, during the initial run of Gravity Falls, but there are a lot of hints in the earlier series that if you really dissect the earlier episodes, you would be able to figure it out. So this was actually a very popular theory. Do you want me to run through some of these?
Yes.
In previous episodes? This is interesting. I kind of made a face when we watched Headhunters, but Headhunters, and Stan mourns the death of his wax doppelganger, may have been alluding to the disappearance of his brother. And he was also initially shocked when he first saw the wax figure.
It needs more glitter.
Agreed.
I found my pants, but now I'm missing my...
What do you think?
I think the Wax Museum's back in business.
So that's the thing, and he makes a big deal and has a funeral for it. So that's more speculation of fans being like, maybe it's because he didn't.
I
have
just
that
thought
for his
it was
brother.
because he was so self-centered.
He also that too, but
That's
now
what my head went to.
But now we can kind of look at it in a different light. So here's a big one, and this is the episode where I struggled so hard to point this out, not to point this out, and I didn't know how to talk about it. So Time Traveler's Pig. Do you remember when they're going back? They're kind of jumping through time, and one part it's the Mystery Shack, and we see a young Stan open the door. That's Ford.
Is it?
Yeah.
This is like a fun flashback.
What did you do? I don't know.
What?
Because
How do you know that?
it's the glasses. They have different glasses.
No, but Stan actually wasn't wearing glasses for a point, though. Like, he wasn't wearing them in the 80s.
But but when you saw that door open,
He was wearing glasses.
It wasn't Stan's glasses. Stan has more square glasses.
But like, I
Ford
guess
has
in the
rounded.
next episode, he looked like he didn't start wearing glasses until like later on.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
So that if you guys go back and watch Time Traveler's Pig, I have a really hard time talking about that because I'm afraid I'm going to reveal something.
You could have just said it was Stan, and I would have believed you.
I kind of did. And so at one point they are like sort of really in the past, because then we get to see a young
Stan.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, it was a young Stan opens the thing. Here's a detail that comes up in a few episodes. Stan's car, and we see next episode he's had that car for a really long time.
Oh, the red one, yeah.
Yeah, you know what the license plate says? Stanley Mobile.
Oh.
And so it's funny. I said Stanley Mobile in one of the reviews, and somebody commented and said, "Is that a spoiler?" Kind of our like C plot really is Stan. He's trying to get out of this town, but his car keeps getting stuck. His Stanley Mobile, as it says on his license plate. It's so good though. So and it's funny because when that first came out, that was a big thing. Because when it first came out, we're like, because it wasn't revealed. The name Stanford wasn't used until later on in the first season, but and then it was an early episode where it said Stanley Mobile. So people were like, "Is this just an issue of like continuity as far as not knowing what Stan's like full name is?"
Apparently,
but when it was used a couple times, people were like, "Oh, I think Stan isn't Stanford." So there's a thing. So in Dreamscapers, there's a couple things. So when they first enter Stan's mind, one of the things that they pass on the way to walk to the Mystery Shack is a dilapidated swing set.
Whoa.
Then when Stan's kind of talking about how he learned to defend himself growing up, when you see him as a kid boxing, there's a kid in the back with his book, with his head in a book, and he can't see his hands because he has boxing gloves on, but his hair is Ford's. So people like were constantly like circling that, like this is somebody. Let's see.
God, I'm thinking how much fun you're gonna have editing this episode.
Yeah, it's I'm gonna have to go back and like get all these screenshots. Carpet diem is, I told you to look out for this. So that's the episode where they find that secret room in the shack. When they first walk in, there's a pair of glasses.
Is that the secret room?
This whole shack is full of weird secrets.
You sure?
Whoa!
Classy.
Is it July 4th?
Oh. Experiment 78?
Uh-oh.
Uncle Stan, what is this place?
I don't know. Just another room I gotta clean up now.
On the
Oh,
one
the
of the
room hadn't
tables.
been open since...
Yeah.
So wait, he was doing all the experiments then?
So that room. So in the next episode, you see Ford in that room, and you see the carpet. You actually see that carpet. So that was his room.
Oh.
That was like his bedroom. So you see his carpet in there. But the glasses there, there's like a moment where Stan takes the glasses and he kind of tucks them away so nobody
I
can
remember
see
that.
them. And then he has a moment where he's on the couch later. He's like looking at them. So just kind of like staring at them. Because, he was reminiscing or feeling away. So, yeah. So, I will be taking screenshots of this all and putting it in the episode.
Oh, you're going to have way too much fun with this.
I am having so much fun with this. And I'm sure there's more. That's about all of them that are listed here. Plus, not all the ones I even said are listed here. But as somebody who I was a big fan of the show, and I was a firm supporter of this theory, and I didn't come up with it myself, but people who were actually like being like, hey, look at this, and like this doesn't match with this, and does this mean something, or is this a coincidence? So there was a big theory that Stan's twin was the author of the journals.
Did we know he had a twin though?
No, it wasn't said ever that he had a brother. So
well, we knew he had a brother, right? Because of Dipper and Mabel.
Yeah,
So
we kind of figured he had a brother. It turns out he had two brothers, and one was a twin.
I have one more question, but I don't know if I can bring it up in this. I don't know if I should bring it up in this episode or the next episode. Is that like a major issue?
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious.
It's
It's about the journal. That's why I'm not sure.
Let's bring it up next episode.
Okay.
We'll break it up a little bit.
Okay.
So I love this episode. This episode, even when I was watching it again, I knew it was happening. I'm like, oh, the mystery of it. And I
know what's funny? I was gonna make a joke because like when Ford like comes out of the portal, he kind of looks up the way Han Solo is dressed up in Empire Strikes Back. I was gonna like say Jedi, but I'm like, no, it's not a Jedi look.
Right, because Solo was not a Jedi.
So then where was he? Because he obviously we'll get to it. I think that's the next episode thing. Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna kind of
my brain hurts.
I'm gonna look at the trivia and other continuity things here because now I can start a lot of this continuity stuff I couldn't say before because a lot of spoilers in this show.
Oh yeah.
Were about the author of the journal and the identity of the author of the journal. But now I can say a little bit. Of course, can't say everything because obviously we still have the back half of the season.
Yeah.
So like there's other things to happen. But this was the one I have been tiptoeing around the whole time, really hoping that you didn't find out because it's so.
Oh, this plot.
Great. Yeah, this specific thing. But I'm gonna kind of continue reading here. Let's see.
God, what are the comments in this episode gonna be like?
The title of the episode is an allusion to the cryptogram at the end of the opening sequence, which states Stan is not what he seems.
Oh, in the theme song?
In the opening, yeah. There's a cryptogram towards the end where it says Stan is not what he seems.
In the beginning of the episode. I think I meant in the theme song.
I think it says in the opening sequence. There's a hidden cryptogram.
Okay.
Forget where.
Okay.
But yeah. So let's see. Oh, Old man McGucket's raccoon wife is likely the raccoon that McGucket mentioned he kissed accidentally in his weird personal story in Land Before Swine.
That's fair.
All right. The author's note about being betrayed about the pursuit of knowledge most likely alludes to the cryptogram in Gideon Rises, which says, "The portal, when completed, will open a gateway to infinite new worlds and herald a new era in mankind's understanding of the universe. Plus, it will probably get girls to start talking to me finally."
Bye, gold, bye.
Bye, gold, bye. The free pizza poster from Headhunters is seen on Agent's record of Stan. That's funny. One of his crimes was not giving them free pizza.
That's fair.
The theme song is once again shortened due to a longer episode length. The whisper at the end is also different. It says, "Not what he sees."
Also fair.
Not what he sees. Yeah, this episode is like a big deal as far as the promotion for it.
But I think it kind of proves that, like, Stan's not evil.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's kind of a dick.
Oh, yeah. No.
But we already knew that.
We already knew that, absolutely. The newspaper article headline, "Stan Pine's Dead," reads, "The flaming wreckage of a wrecked car was found in a ditch 4 miles away from Highway 618 at 6 a.m. Monday morning. The cut breaks and odd location of the car suggests that this was no accident. Says a rookie cop, mighty suspicious. Mighty suspicious. In other news, leg warmers are all the rage this week, and we predict this style will go on forever."
Well, and it was the 80s.
Alex Hirsch considers this episode the best in the series. It is one of the best in the series.
Yeah, I'd say that's one. I don't know what's my fave, but I think there's a difference.
Alex Hirsch confirmed the identity of the author had been planned since this show was initially pitched to Disney.
Yeah, I believe him. Like, something tells me, considering, like, how short this show is, like, that everything was planned out. Like, maybe some tweaks were made, but, like, I kind of believe him.
Yeah.
Kind of believe him. I do believe him.
All right, what are the cryptograms in this episode?
Stan is not what he seems.
In the cold open, a page in Journal 1 on the topic of floating clips has a symbol cipher that decodes to read, "My compass goes haywire the closer I get to them. Does this mean what I think it does? The answer may be underground." The license plate on the government vehicle all have the same code, which translates to government.
Government.
Government. The end credit cipher reads, "The original Mystery Twins."
Oh.
The keyword to that is Stanley Mobile. And then the slate at the end says, 30 years and now he's back. The mystery in the Mystery Shack.
Oh.
So yeah, that was a lot.
Yeah.
But
the next episode's also a lot.
Next episode is also a lot. This was back to back. There's a lot of information.
Yeah.
So we should take a break.
Uh-huh.
And when we come back, we're going to talk about A Tale of Two Stans. Stay tuned.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So.
Yeah.
So we see Stan, and then he's not. I'm confused. This is kind of cute. This helps.
So
what happened?
Well, now we know who the author of the journals is.
His brother?
Stan's brother.
What's his name?
We'll find out.
What happened?
Now we have to watch the next episode of Tale of Two Stans.
No. Oh, no. Oh.
Is it just me, or did the entire world just hiccup?
I'm sure it's just a baby-sized earthquake.
Aw, baby size.
It's happening! The end's times when that machine activates.
Sassafras.